Hey, my name's Dan with Eagle Mountain Solar, and today we wanted to talk about how to pick the correct electric company to go with your solar system in Texas. Texas is a very different market than the rest of the country because there are many areas that are deregulated, meaning you can pick and choose what electric company you go with. There's no statewide net metering policy, so no utility company is obligated to give you buyback credits or one-to-one net metering. So if the solar company doesn't mention this in Texas and you don't know about it, you could end up only being able to use half of the energy that you're producing and still paying a significant electric bill. So in Texas, picking the right electric company is almost as important as sizing your system correctly, and it actually should be a consideration when you're sizing your system because you have to develop the right strategy. Now, while there are many strategies of going solar in Texas, I've kind of narrowed it down to three main popular strategies with electric companies. The first type of plan is a one-to-one buyback. This plan is good if you're wanting to completely replace your electric bill, or at least most of it, because there's still some fixed fees, with what you're paying for solar. So you want to size your system at 100% offset or higher, and then find a plan that pays you the same rate as they're charging you for the electricity. So you have to look in the electric facts label to see their buyback rate and the energy charge to make sure those match up. That way, during the day when you're overproducing, that energy is not going to waste. It's being stored as a credit on your bill. So that way, at the end of the month, you can actually end up not having an energy charge. Now, there seem to be fewer and fewer companies that are offering this. So if you really want to play it safe with your investment and spend less on your solar system, you could opt for a smaller offset system with one of these remaining two strategies. So the second strategy, which is becoming very popular and interesting to me personally, is a nights free plan. There are a few electric plans right now offering free electricity in the nighttime, usually between 9 and 7 or 8 to 6. And the way they make up for that is by charging you pretty much double during the daytime. So instead of 13 cents per kilowatt hour, they're charging maybe 26, 27 cents per kilowatt hour during the rest of the day. So for someone that doesn't have solar, this doesn't really make a big difference in their overall bill unless they had an electric car and they were charging it in the nighttime. So this plan is great if you have an electric car and have solar panels and are able to offload a lot of your energy usage to the nighttime. With this kind of plan, you don't want to oversize your system really because you're not being paid for the extra energy. So you want to keep it up probably 50, 60, 70% max on the offset. So that way you're not overproducing too much during the day. And then you want to move all of your higher load activities from appliances such as your AC, dishwasher, dryer, washing machine, things like that, charging your electric car. Push that towards those nighttime hours when you're getting it for free and try to limit your usage during the day. You mainly want to be careful in those later afternoon hours and early morning hours when there's not as much sun and you're still being charged for that high energy rate. So having a smart thermostat as well could be a beneficial choice. This of course requires some additional thought and work and to get everyone on board in your house, but it could potentially make it a great investment for your home because you're buying a smaller solar system, which is still covering 100% of your energy needs since you're not paying for it in the nighttime. And the third option I'd say is really just not even worrying about a buyback program and just right off the bat doing a smaller size solar system. And you may even have to do a smaller offset system if your roof just isn't big enough or you're not getting enough production for what you're using in the home. So if you're like 30, 40% offset, your buyback program's not really going to matter much at all. In this case, all of your energy is just going to be used up during the daytime. So honestly, you would want to use more energy during the day when the solar panels are producing. So that's when you'd want to put more of your load is actually during the daytime hours. And still just be as frugal as possible with your electricity. You would just want to pick the plan that has the lowest price per kilowatt hour. Doesn't even need to have a buyback program if you're producing so little. And then what's going to happen is you're just going to be offsetting your electric bill. So you're just going to have a small electric bill than you did before. And hopefully the payment on the solar panel is a little bit less than you were paying before, but you're locking in that 30, 40% of your energy costs at that rate and eventually being able to pay it off. Or if you pay cash, then you're paying cash, your energy bill drops by 30, 40%, and then you're just making that money back. I think all three of these are great options, really depending on what you're looking for. If you're not wanting to spend as much money on your solar system, you could do a lower offset option. If you really love the idea of having all of your energy coming from the solar system, doing a higher offset, finding a one-to-one buyback program, or if you're really just an energy hacker and like to stick it to the electric company, trying that nights free option with solar on top of it. So that way you're solar during the day and then getting free energy from them at night. At the end of the day, they're almost always going to get you with some charge. There's always like a base fee, sometimes $10, something like that with the electric company, just because you're still using their lines. So the solar companies that say you'll never see any electric bill ever again, you can already know right off the bat that they're scammers. So don't listen to those guys and listen to people like me that are telling you that you can get rid of most of your electric bill with like a one-to-one buyback plan, but you may still have like a bill here and there. Still, overall, you're going to see significant savings by going solar in most cases if you have a good house for it, especially in Texas where there's amazing sun. The only way you can know that, though, is setting up a consultation with an expert. So if you'd like to get more information about your home and set up a free consultation with me, you can go to eaglemountainsolar.com or inquire below on the link, and we can set something up for you.